Okay, cool. Here we go. Game recap, World Championship. This game 10. Let's get right into it. I actually was only able to catch the recap like one time. So guys, I am like fresh with this right now. So got a lot of you got a chat. You have to really remind me and keep me in it. Let's go. Thanks for the hype train, 100 biddies. Let's go. Y'all have to help me. You got to help me and remind me here what happened in the press game because I missed all of that. I was sleeping really good. Really, 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 really good. Okay. Really, really good. I got up. I was up, man. I was exhausted, but I needed that sleep. But I really did. I was able to catch a little bit of the game to realize it was a draw and like okay, and then go back to sleep. So, but all right, here we go. So we already know it's 6-3 right at this point, 6-3. So now what we're looking at is this game here. I do remember that this was kind of boring to say the least. So let's see, e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, right? So we got another Petrov here. Take. Oh yeah, I remember this, right? d6, and then he went knight d3. Now, do you guys remember this right here? Right? Yeah, I remember this. Where did this come from? If you're watching chess, where did this come from? Do you guys remember when this was played? Who remembers? Who remembers when this was played and by who playing who? Right? Elevation says I don't. This is famous. This is famous. Anand versus someone. This is very famous. Wow, I'm surprised y'all don't know. I mean, I'm surprised y'all don't know. It was played by Magnus versus Young. And you're so quiet. Stop now. You can stop here. This for you. Garbage. That's just funny. 2018. No, it's not your garbage. It's just I thought that y'all would actually know this here. Wow. That's actually interesting. So this is actually from Magnus. Magnus played this, obviously, right? Not against Jan here. Yes, he did. But he also played this against Fabiano, right? You remember Fabiano? When this happened, the whole world was like, oh, shit. Oh, he played 19-3. Wow. Like, because you always play knight f3 here. So when you play knight d3, everybody was like, oh, my goodness. What is he doing? Right? Like, and it was still a draw. But it was just the fact that he used it in a world championship match, and this was like Fabi stuff. So this was played before. So really, when I saw this, I was automatically my first thought is this going to be a draw, or Magnus is going to get a slightly better position because number one, Jan has the psychological problems right now, and also Magnus has played this before, so because he's already prepped, I'm sure it ain't take him but like 15 minutes to pull up this old prep from Fabi, look at it real quick, this, that, all right, cool, I'm good to go, and then he went to go, play some soccer or something, like, do his thing until the next day, because he good to go because he played this before with Fabi. So I'm sure them files still fresh, still got them. Some of them probably ain't even used, so he just went back through them. So knight to d3, right? He go knight d3, knight takes e4, queen e2, queen e7. Right here, Magnus should be real comfortable. I'll take a draw with the white pieces. I'm up 3 games. This is a wrap, right? I'm 1 point away. If I draw this game, I'm 1 point away from clinching and keeping the title. So queen e7, he goes knight f4. This is all booked, bro. This is all already happened before. But what's different here is this next move coming up, not here, but d4, knight c6. This is all common. c3 defending. Right, this is all common stuff. I like d5 from black. So it's just very symmetrical, very easy and solid. Knight d2. I thought this move was pretty cool here, actually. The knight d8. Knight d8 option, which is, well, actually, it's not the next move coming up. It's coming up with this g5 option is what I was talking about. But this knight d8, I mean, he's just rerouting. c6, it's boring. Literally, there's nothing going on here, bro. Like, there's nothing going on. Bro, you just about to. I mean, you could have went back to sleep, right? If you was watching this, getting up at 7:30 in the morning, you could have went back to sleep, or 4:30, you could have went back to sleep, right? That's what kind of game this is right now. Knight to d8 and then knight to f3, right? Making the knights good, solidifying. Maybe get the bishop out, castle, queen side, etc. After knight f3, there was a trade of queens. Bang bang. Bishop d6. Stuff's boring. Literally nothing to do. You can castle. You can play h3, a3, b4, bishop e3. Everything is a move. Because there's nothing going on. Symmetrical position in a way, or can be, right? And this bishop can go to d3, so maybe not symmetrical, obviously, with the knights, but symmetrical pawn structure, to say the least. 3 over here versus 4. So pawn structure is the skeleton of the game. We've been saying that lots of times. If you guys have been watching, we know that. The pawn structure is our skeleton, right? So because we know this, now we know that this is, very, very much could be a draw because of the skeleton pawn structure of this. And the pieces are just playing around the pawn structure, which makes this super, super, super duper equal. What's up, Kara? What's good? Are you shocked, Jan? by Jan approach with the Petrov, considering he needs to desperately play for a win. I mean, he needs to play what he knows, but I mean, the Petrov playing for a win ain't doing it. I mean, shoot, dude. Do they ever win with the Petrov these days? Bruh. I don't know. And I don't play the Petrov, right? So, I don't understand. But of course, it's not working for him right now. I mean, he could just be out of there. He could just be out of it. Like, it's whatever. Plus, I mean, he could just be like, you know what? I'm just about to reset after this match. It's kind of over with. Cool, I'm going to get my $800,000 and I'm out of here. $800,000. And I'm about to go back to the lab and study. And ain't saying nothing to nobody for a few months. Like AGRRESSIVE did. AGRRESSIVE went into the lab, right? Think about that, right? AGRRESSIVE went into the lab and came out 2,800. Y'all remember that? Okay, y'all ain't heard nothing from AGRRESSIVE, and then he came up 2,800, right, number 2 in the world. So going into the think tank, into the lab, studying, and coming out on the other side is what Jan could be doing. 800,000, yeah, it's 40% goes to the winner. It's in 60%, 40% goes to the loser. I'm sorry, 60 to the winner and 40% to the loser. It's like boxing, right? If you're about to go fight Tyson. First off, make sure you sign a waiver, sign a death waiver, and make sure you you know what you're getting into. Make sure you got will in place and stuff like that. And then you also getting paid as well. You also getting paid, so you're gonna get a nice little check out there to go get clean knocked out. So Monkey Clay, thanks for the follow. Bishop D6, and then Castle. All right, Bishop D3, Rook E8. Right, it's super boring, guys. Super boring stuff. Yeah, really, right. He was. So J Rhodes, Rook E1, takes. Nothing happened this game. He hopped in the hyperbolic time trigger. Facts, token Yoshi. Facts. Nepo can always say he used to have a positive score against Carlsen. He used to, right? Life insurance, correct. Yeah, you're gonna need that. Knight takes E1, knight E6, takes, G3 and G6. This, guys, is nothing going on. Super boring. I mean, this draw could have been played many different ways. That's why this is more of a click-through game is what you'll call this. A click-through game. You're just clicking and just seeing what they're doing, trying to better the structure, get the king involved, and literally shuffle pieces into oblivion. Right, knight H5, king F2. We get the king closer to the center here, which is nice. And then C6 and G4. Kick that boy. H2 is hanging, so he goes back to G7. The knight is restricted right now. You might see some H3 from Magnus here, just to solidify this pawn structure and stop a knight from swinging in to one of these annoying squares. Thanks for the follow. Fun FPS. Bishop F4 to trade. Take. If I'm Magnus here, I'm like, I'm comfortable. We about to draw this game. I'm cruising, I'm at cruising altitude until we hit our destination, which is keeping world championship title for another year. So, or another 2. I think they have it in every 2, unless they changed it. Knight takes F4 and then G5. From black here, knight goes back to E2. If you look at the position, nothing's going on. If you try to press for too much, you're in trouble. You're in trouble here. F5, H3 defends, right? It defends the structure. King F7. And Rook H1, maybe for H4. Maybe. Try to get something going here, but you don't need to press. You don't need to press at all. H6, F4. I like this move. Now, this is a little spicy here. A little spicy. F takes G4. F to H takes. Everything gets traded. You get 1, I get 1. Everything's all traded off. Bishop F5. Now, is there anything spicy here? Taking obviously loses, so takes, check, maybe snag this. I wonder if I could get these. My rook's a little bit more active. Let's see what he did. He did take. He checked. Oh, but there's knight G7. But now we take, and now black is black is the one down a pawn here. Like, I don't get it, Like, come on. Bro, these the positions we getting out the opening? Come on. Bruh. Man, if this is the Petrov, I am never in my life going to play the Petrov if this is the positions you get. Well, let's see. King G6, Rook H3, King takes G5, check up. Okay, knight F4. They go get stronger. Yeah. Huge sigh after Magnus play F4. Oh, he did? Wow. I actually was not able to catch any of the stream there from that. Of course, you guys watched it, so make sure you guys are still watching the streams. Obviously, Rook here threatening mate. He plays Rook E7, I'm assuming, or Rook F6, trade him. And then I'm assuming that did they ask right here for a draw? Or like, they didn't repeat. So someone asked somewhat, right? King E3, I'm assuming Magnus offered right here. King E3, because after King E3, this is the last move, which means black didn't make a move, so Magnus offered. So King E3, Magnus offered a draw, but I'm not sure. Did he actually offer a draw? Did you guys see that on the camera? I actually missed all of that. I just was able to catch the a little bit of the post game of like the game analysis. That's about it. That's about it, guys. So yeah, this was a sort of a boring game today, but I mean you can expect that from Magnus too. You don't need to fight for much. We don't need to take many risks. We are winning. In fact, it's Jan that needs to take the most risk here. And Magnus is within 1 point. In fact, 1 point, 1 full point, 2 draws, or a full win away from clinching and keeping the world championship title. Right. So that's where that's at. Jan is fighting. But there's who did that? They was talking about the Gary being down 6 games before and coming back. It's a different time, man. It's a different time, different wave. You know, I mean, yeah, it was done, but like that don't happen. That doesn't happen, you know. Even being down that much, that don't happen like that. You roast them in Oblivion roast. No worries, man. Can definitely see taking a kind of. Oh, okay. See y'all. Yeah. So this was game 10. Now let's look and see when is the schedule for game 11. Okay, so today is the 9th. Well, now it is. Now it is. Yeah, today's a free day. Today's a free day, guys. So enjoy your free day. They'll be back on tomorrow, the 10th, at 4:30 Eastern time or 7:30. So there will be a free day, a literal free day, right? And this will probably be the last free day because all Magnus needs is one dub, and that man is the world champ once again. Bruh. So that's crazy, guys. That was game 10.